Oh, good, we're live, finally. Sorry, sorry about that. For some reason, XSplit didn't want the stream to go live, so... Yeah, that was frustrating. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome back to the Banjo-Tooie stream. Hold on just a moment while I tweet out that we're live. We're live. Also, I gotta put my amiibos back on my desk. I moved them out of the way, while I'm getting stuff set up. Anyway. I got a couple of hours to kill before I have to get in line for my Switch, so we're gonna stream some more. Anyway, last time we got through Pterodactyl Land, so... No, wait, no, I need to check how many Cheeto pages I've got. 5, okay, awesome. Okay, time to get the third cheat, but anyway. Yeah, I need to wait a little bit I need to wait a bit before I can get my Switch because I'm gonna try to go and get in the line early, but that's still going to be quite a while. So yeah, we're gonna stream until I have to head out. So cool. Good evening from Germany. Thank you, pretty damn ironic. Dicks and asterisks. Okay. Let's see. Let's say hello to everybody. Hello, Nathan. Hello, Hero Art. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Brian. Hello, Musical Girl. Hello, Nathan again. Okay. So, yeah, the third treat is fall proof. That's actually one we're not going to, activate because I think I mentioned this last time. I like to keep fall damage on, just in case I need to use it to I like to keep fall damage on just in case I want to use it to death warp. So yeah, we're not gonna be activating that sheet, and we're just gonna go straight to. Okay, well we have to unlock Grunty's Industries first because I believe we haven't actually done the, what's it called? The puzzle. We need to do the puzzle to open the door. We'll do that first. Now, I will say, I don't blame anybody for not getting a launch day Switch, you know? Especially if you already have a Wii U. Like, there's very little reason to get a launch day Switch if you have a Wii U, because you can get Zelda on the Wii U. That's the big game. And, yeah, you know, you might want to wait for some other stuff. So, totally reasonable decision. I'm mostly getting it for Bomberman, actually. I am super excited for Bomberman. I'd also like a chance to... We've already... Man, I'm not paying attention. We're supposed to... I went to Wooded Hollow to go to Jiggy Wiggy, not to Mayhem Temple. I am dumb. But anyway, 100% reasonable decision to not get a Switch day one. Because if you've got a Wii U, you can already get Zelda. And you're still waiting a little bit for the other big killer apps, which at this moment are Splatoon and Mario Odyssey. So yeah, I am excited to be able to do the test fire for Splatoon 2, though. That will be nice. But yeah, the big day one game for me, other than Zelda, which I will play, but not first. Bomberman, and also the fact that Shovel Knight's update is coming to Switch day one is awesome. Other platforms have to wait until April, so being able to get Body Swap and Spectre of Torment early is, like, that amped me up about my decision to get it early a lot. Like, before it was just like, yeah, I'll get it early, but it was more kind of out of obligation than anything. Now it's just like, okay, yeah, I really want to get it day one because I get Shovel Knight, I get Bomberman, I get Shovel Knight, Bomberman, the better version of Zelda, Splatoon test fires, Snipper Clips is going to be a fun co-op game. Blaster Master Zero is 3DS and Switch, I believe. That's not like an immediate purchase, but I will like having the option for the higher definition version of that game because that's something I'm interested in. Stardew Valley I'll probably get the Switch version of Stardew Valley whenever that comes out. There's just a lot of cool games that are coming out on the Switch, and so I'm gonna be glad to have it early. But again, if you don't mind waiting until this winter when Mario Odyssey and Fire Emblem Warriors, they say Xenoblade's gonna be out this year, but I kind of doubt that. We'll see. But if you don't mind waiting until Christmas, that is a 100% understandable decision, in my opinion. Ryan, I'll probably record Shovel Knight sometime within the next month or two, I would say. Because I wanted to wait until Body Swap Mode came out. So now that Body Swap Mode is coming out, I'll record it. I'll be able to record it right away. At least the main campaign. I do kind of want to take a break in between Shovel Knight and the other campaign, the main Shovel Knight campaign and the others, just to keep people from getting tired of it. But I'll probably record Shovel Knight within a month or two. It's a pretty short game, so yeah. Oh, Puyo Puyo Tetris. That's one I'm not super excited for. Like, I'm probably not going to get that one because, while I love Tetris, I'm not a huge fan of Puyo Puyo. Just, I've never been. And so, yeah, I also already have the best version of Tetris, which is Tetris DS. And I'm probably not going to need to play any other version of that game, like, ever. I love Tetris DS. It's one of my all-time favorite games. Like, no joke, like, if I would put Tetris DS on my top 10 favorite games list. It's one of the best puzzle games ever made, in my opinion. I didn't mean to put you there or there. I actually did mean to put you there, but that was just the wrong spot. But Tetris DS, best version of Tetris, in my opinion. And Tetris is, like, the puzzle game. So, yeah. I love puzzle games. I can't wait for the Switch. Part of why I can't wait for the Switch is because since it's portable, it'll have a ton of puzzle games on it, but it will also have those kinds of games with prettier graphics. And I know that graphics aren't really necessary for a puzzle game. It's mostly as long as the art style is clean and you can understand what's going on so that the puzzles make sense, then you're usually fine when it comes to graphics for a puzzle game. But still, like, I'll appreciate the added flair. Oh yeah, we've got... I forgot that we've got... everybody's band. Grunty's Industries. I like what they tried to do. No More Heroes 3 is exciting for the people who like No More Heroes, but I've never played the series, so it's not something I'm pumped about personally. It's great that it's coming out, though. Like, No More Heroes 1 and 2 were some of the bigger games on the Wii. So seeing that franchise come back is exciting. Retro Gamer. Things are already looking up for the Switch and RPGs. We've got Xenoblade, Project Octopath Traveler, Shin Megami Tensei, hopefully Dragon Quest 10 and 11 come over to the West. Eventually there's going to be a Pokemon for it. I think there was also talk about Final Fantasy 14, but they would, I believe that Square Enix said that there would have to be crossplay. So that's not a guarantee. But, already we've got a decent amount of RPGs. I think that a lot of RPGs will gravitate to the Switch, because, especially if it takes off, because I can never remember where the springy step shoes are in here. Oh, I think they're just towards the wall. But anyway, the DS is such a huge platform for RPGs. Nintendo handhelds were basically where all of the kind of smaller RPGs went. And by smaller, I don't mean like indie. I just mean like games that weren't trying to be like Final Fantasy 15. You know, games like Shin Megami Tensei and Etrian Odyssey, stuff like that. Those gravitated to Nintendo handhelds. So I think we'll see them on the Switch. I think we'll see a lot of RPGs on the Switch. There's also Fire Emblem. There's the new Fire Emblem game coming out this year. No, not this year. Next year. Do we have all of the? Yeah, we've got all of the. We're just missing a Jinjo. Oh yeah, and we can't get that Jinjo until we get the Claw Climber boots. Okay. Sorry, my bad. But anyway. We know nothing about the 2018 Fire Emblem other than that it exists, though. So it's a little bit hard to be excited for that when you don't even know when it exists. Catherine, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't bring DQ Heroes 1 and 2 to the States. That's asking a bit much. It would have to be... I think that Square Enix would want to wait at least a year on it. It's kind of sucky timing because while it is a launch day title in Japan... Switch launches, unfortunately, before we even get the solo release for DQ Heroes 2, so... They obviously don't want to sell a version of the game that has... Oh, man, I thought I should have taken damage there. They don't want to sell a version of the game that has 2 games in it when they're still trying to sell a version of the game which is just the 1 game. So... I think that if we do get DQ Heroes 1 and 2, it'll be a year out, I think. It probably even then I don't think it's a guarantee. But at least we are getting the games in the West in some form with the PS4 releases. If that's the case though, I just hope that if the case is that we don't end up getting the Switch ports, I really hope that they make the I hope that they make the Ragnar stuff DLC anyway because at least eventually, like, if you want to make it timed exclusive on the Switch, sure, but everybody should have a chance to play that content. The Ragnar Melroth content, I think everybody should get a chance to play that, but, I think that if I just hope that if we're not getting Heroes 1 and 2, on Switch in the West, that they eventually make the Ragnar stuff DLC for the PS4 version, because then we'll have a chance to play as Ragnar. Who is pretty boss, so... Catherine, we don't just get the costumes, we also get all of those characters in, Heroes 2. I'm not sure if they can be played in story mode or only post-game, but we will get to play as them, which is nice. So anyway, Grunty's Industries... They locked the front door, which I find really funny. It's just like, oh, it's Grunty's Industries. She owns this building. She's not going to let you in. So, how are we supposed to get into the building? Well, we use the train. We press the train station switch, which is actually outside of the building. And then we take the train to Grunty's Industries. It's kind of clever puzzles like this, which make me wish that they used the train more. It's a cool idea, and it's underutilized, I think. There's like maybe 4 or 5 puzzles in the game that utilize it, but it feels like it should be a much bigger feature. So, I wish that they had done more with the train. And while it's a cool idea, though, it does kind of set the stage for why people have an issue with Grundy's Industries as a whole. And why that is that everything takes forever. Even just getting in. They can play in co-op? Cool. Oh, Ringra, don't feel bad leaving. If you've got things to do, you've got things to do. It's not a... Or even if you just don't feel like watching anymore, it's not a big deal. Take care of you, man. I am glad you stopped by today, though. That's awesome. Brigster, no. I am not playing NES Fire Emblem 2. No, thank you. I'm also not playing NES Fire Emblem 1 either. Like, I have zero interest in playing any Fire Emblem game that is on any system older than the SNES. Okay, it just sounds clunky and awkward and terrible. And yeah, I'd rather play the modernized version. Okay. So anyway, Grunty's Industries, yeah, the music's great. It's just... This is everybody's least favorite level in the game, and there's a reason why. Okay. Oh yeah, we gotta jump up to that. Ah, I jumped completely the wrong way. Ah. I mean, granted, even the best games all have those levels that nobody likes, you know. The most common example is Ocarina of Time and its water level, in the water temple, you know. It's not unbearable, but when I was playing this game as a kid, I usually didn't 100% the game, and I usually skipped pretty much all of the jiggies in Grunty's Industries. I got as few here as I could. Okay, so part of why Grunty's Industries is annoying, that security camera over there. If it spots you, it'll summon drones out of that little thing on the ground there, and they're very hard to kill. So you want to blow up the security camera and sneak around a solid snake style. Bum. I will say though that this game really does, this level I should say, really does give the game's lighting engine a chance to shine. Especially when we get to the Twinkly Packing Room and the Power Room. Nathan, I agree. The water temple isn't that bad. People are just wusses, but it's the common complaint is that, oh, water temple's the worst level ever. How could they put this in the game? It's so awful. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, this is the main room of Grunty's Industries. You'll be here a lot. So this is the service elevator. If we try to get in, access denied. The service elevator can only be used by mechanical personnel only. So this elevator's racist and won't let us use it. It'll be important later, though. Nathan, I didn't like the water temple, but I didn't dislike it. Like, it was just kind of another temple for me. There were some annoying parts, but it didn't make me want to rip my teeth out. So... Okay. So where the heck is that security? Sometimes some of the security cameras are a little bit hard to spot. Like this one's hiding in the corner. So, yeah. Okay. So... Ow, my face. Okay. Ow, my other face. Okay. Oh, so if you've played the original Banjo-Kazooie, you'll remember this guy. Instead of burping like Captain Blubber, he farts, though. This is Lago. Grunty ripped out one of her old toilets in Mad Monster Mansion, and, well, brought it here. So, in order to unclog him, we have to use Kazooie's drill, so I really hope she brushed her beak after that. I like the quilted stuff. Okay, so yeah, that's how we get one of this level's Cheeto pages. There's really not much to do in the workers' quarters. That's the big thing. There might be notes down here though. I can never. Oh, that's one of the skivvy workers. We need to come to them once we get our transformation in this level. They all need to. They're gonna get in trouble for not having clean clothes. So we need to help them out there. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna... Hold on. There's also a cool... Not really a glitch, but there's a cool... Okay, so if we can find the mirror... Okay. Ow. Alright. Dickwad. Knock it off. Okay. Okay, so this mirror... The way it works is it duplicates everything in the room. So if we beak barge, you can see Kazooie's head popping out of you can see Kazooie's head popping out of the wall. See? I find that funny. So yeah, let's head out. Nathan, you might be thinking of Hailfire Peaks. Okay. So the first thing we want to do in here is open the door. Open the door out so we can get in and out a little bit easier. Then we want to learn Claw Clamber Boots. So... Okay. Oh yeah, Claw Climber Boots is one of the easier ones to learn because it's right by the split-up pad. Yeah, I noticed that Crocogabs, I did notice that I forgot to exchange my honeycombs. I thought I didn't have enough, but... I love when he does that. There's a random chance he'll do that, and I find it hilarious. But yeah, I know that I forgot. We'll do it after Grunty's Industries. Okay, so we just get Banjo onto the Banjo pad. You can jump through the Humba picture to get access to the middle room. I've never tried that before, Nathan. Hold on, I'll go try it. There can't be anything important in there, though, because I've 100% of this game a number of times, and I've never gone in there. So let's try it, though. If I can get my camera to behave. You can't! Oh my god, you can! Oh, that's awesome! Oh, thank you, Nathan! What does the sign say? Try looking here for the filthy workers. Oh, okay, they tell you where all of the workers are, so you don't have to search for them. Oh, that's awesome! Nathan, dude, thank you. It's always cool discovering new things in a game you've played for years. Oh, man. But, like, I'm thinking... Like, there was actually a similar situation that happened way back when Derek, Mr. Game Explain himself, was... he was streaming the first Paper Mario game. And he was walking down Goomba Road, which is a scene that I've seen like a million times. And then he turns at some point, and there's this extra area of the road that leads to a Super Shroom. And I'd been playing this game since I was... The game came out, what, 2001? So... I'd been playing that game since I was 8 years old, and I had never known that was there. It was it blew my mind to see that. Okay. We need to get the Claw Clamber Boots from inside. But yeah, it's always such a... Finding hidden stuff that you've never seen in a game that you've been playing your whole life is always the most awesome thing. I think I never really needed that one, though, because I had the strategy guide as a kid. Okay, hold on a moment. Okay, so now we come down in here. The game wants you to have the glide ability, which you get in the next level, but I don't feel like it, so we're actually just going to take advantage of Kazooie's extensive jump height to get there, because we can just jump, flap, wing whack, and we make it. Okay, the game dropped my up-C input a couple of times, but that's no big deal. Run away, run away, run away. Oh yeah, no, wait. Okay. Now I remember how I always did this. I stood back here like a pansy, zoomed in and shot him this way. Okay. Yes, one more. Okay, come on. Come on, move up, you jerk. Move up. There we go. Yeah, you're supposed to backtrack. Oh, thanks, Throwback. I'm glad that LP helped. So, yeah. Oh, I don't have leg spring yet. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to... Oops. Gregster, maybe. I do reset too much, though. Catherine is right. It takes me forever to play through Fire Emblem because of that. Okay, so I forgot to get the leg spring, so unfortunately we'll have to take the Clocklamber boots back up again. Callum, I didn't get a chance to read your entire comment, but I never played DK64 as a kid, so any hidden stuff there isn't really gonna be super exciting to me because I don't have any connection to that game. It just kind of exists. Catherine, you're just bad at video games, period. That's why it takes you like a million hours to just get to Argonia in Dragon Quest VIII. Trode yells at you for being a slowpoke. Okay, so I want to get... Did I die again? No, no, guess not. Kazooie, no. Kazooie cannot grab ledges because she does not have hands. I don't reset for level ups. I do, however, reset for if somebody dies. I cannot play if... I cannot keep on playing if someone dies. There's only one exception that I've ever done for that before, though. And that was Fire Emblem Birthright. Fate's Birthright. There was a character, that game bored me so much, and there was a character that died, like, at the very end of one of the last missions. It was... Oh, I forget her name. It was the warrior chick who you find at the very beginning of the game. She bored me, and she was one of those characters that didn't actually die. She just kind of retreated because she was plot important. And I was just like, screw it, this game is boring. I'm not having fun. I do not want to reset a mission. I'm leaving her dead. That was the only time I ever felt compelled to keep on playing, despite a unit die. And that just kind of goes to show how little I cared for Birthright's cast as a whole. I think Birthright's cast bored me to tears. The only character I really liked was Orochi. Everybody else, I did not like anybody on the Hoshido side for that game. At all. Yeah, the Club Axe Wielder. The Club Axe Wielder. Rinka, yeah! Rinka, thank you, Gregster. Yeah, I left... Rinka doesn't actually die, so I didn't feel too bad. That's really part of the... Birthright's part of the reason why I never got to Revelation. I played Conquest, and while I did enjoy it, it had issues. And I went to Birthright far too soon, I think. I went to Birthright far too soon. It was... I could have gone... I should have taken a much longer break than what I did, and it burned me out on Fire Emblem for a long time. So, yeah. I'll have Revelation to play eventually, but I'm not really super duper hyped for it. Oboro was okay. It was just kind of like, oh, I hate Norians. And so, obviously, I had to pair her with Silas. Because, you know. But she was just kind of a jerk, I thought. Oh, we got we got Snooze Pack there. I thought we got Sack. No, we get Shack. No, what am I thinking? We get Shack Pack way later. And we get Shack Pack in Hailfire Peaks. Okay. I hate these guys. These little gas dudes get you, can kill you really good. They have the, they release these little gas clouds, and if they, I'll show it. Look at how quick my air bubbles go down. If they get on you for too long, you're pretty screwed. So I'm not a fan of those guys. And killing the, I believe the barrels that create them can explode too, so it's hard to kill them. And I believe once they get the gas out of the area, there's no way to get rid of it other than to exit the room. So you're kind of screwed in that case. I know that she was like a fashion designer, but none of it really felt very interesting. It was pretty generic. Her supports felt pretty generic to me. It's, oh, here's my one personality trait. You know, it was kind of just the same old stuff. Not that a lot. I liked the Norian personalities a lot more. I loved Charlotte. Benny was awesome. I really enjoyed Perry. Niles was great. Really, the only people in the Birthright, not the Birthright, the only people in the Conquest cast that really bothered me were Odin and Severa, and that's just because there was no reason to bring in Awakening characters into this game. I thought that was what really bothered me. It's just like, I love Owain and I love oh god, and I love Selena. Don't get me wrong, they're fun characters in Awakening. But bringing them into, oh yeah, and Laszlo. Laszlo as well. I don't know why but I love those characters, but bringing them into Fates just felt lazy to me. That was one of my big issues with Fates, is that it felt like the game didn't have faith in itself. It felt like it wouldn't do well unless if it shoehorned in a lot of elements from Awakening that people really liked, which is why we have kids, even though it doesn't make sense, and why there are Awakening characters in the game, even though the game really should just be focusing on its own cast. That was one of the big things. It really felt like the game didn't have faith in itself, which is a shame because there were a lot of elements that I really liked about Fates. Like My Castle, for instance. I think My Castle is one of the most underappreciated aspects of Fates in general. Like, My Castle is one of the best framing devices for a game that I've seen in a long time. It's a fantastic... I spent way too much time in my Conquest file on My Castle. You know, just screwing around, trying to find the best places to put people, grinding supports, things like that. But it's just, you know... Yeah, that was one of my big issues with Fates. It didn't feel like it had faith in itself. Yeah, Nathan, I really hope that one day I'll get the rare replay version and be able to explore, be able to appreciate this game at 60 FPS. It'll be bizarre, but it'll also be really nice. It'll be such a it'll feel more nostalgic, I think, that way, because I'm playing the game the way I remember it being, as opposed to the way it actually is. Because I didn't really notice all of these frame rate issues when I was a kid, you know? Like, I didn't know what a frame rate was. It was just the game, and I played it, and the frame rate didn't bother me. So, playing it at 60 FPS will be like playing it the way I remember it, which I think will be really cool. I found Perry interesting because she's not a fully developed person. Like, she's a child, basically, is what's going on. She grew up stunted and ended up really like a psychopath. And she's not unkind is also the thing. Like, she's basically a toddler she's basically a toddler as a grown person. And I find that very interesting because she is nice to people who are nice to her. But if somebody's mean to her, then they're the worst person ever, and so they need to die. basically. She's a much more interesting character, and and also she's just funny too. So I enjoyed that aspect of it. I found parries later, like when you got to deeper supports with people, I found her later supports to be very engaging. So, yeah. Although I think we all need to agree that Takumi is the worst Fate's character, and if you like Takumi, I'm sorry, we can't be friends. He's the worst. Yeah, but it brings them closer together, Gregster, so it's okay. Catherine, I'd say that they handled, in terms of the localization, I'd say that they handled Perry better than Henry because they don't try to, like, I like Henry, he's a fun character, but if you look at the differences between localizations, they did tone down a lot of Henry's darker stuff, and it unfortunately resulted in him being a weaker character. As far as I can tell, they didn't change anything in regards to Perry. She keeps the darker aspects of her personality, and so she's more interesting because of that, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say he was handled horribly. It's just that they decided to tone down some aspects, and I didn't notice. It's only, I'd say if it was noticeable that they had made the changes, even without just from reading the game in English, then I'd say they handled it horribly. Like, oh, something really got lost in translation. You can read some stuff. There are some games where it's that obvious. It's only once you know about the translation stuff after the fact that it becomes obvious. So that's why I wouldn't say it was done horribly. I just like to say that it's a shame that they had to do that, basically. Is there anything in the the electromagnetic chamber is one of my least favorite rooms in the game. We'll get there soon enough. I do think we need to do a run in there, though, in order to get the, we do have to run in there really quick, though, to get, one of the elevator doors open, though. Throwback? I'm not sure. I thought we were going to get a good amount of info on Fire Emblem Warriors at the Fire Emblem Direct, and that was actually one of the most frustrating things about that Direct for me was that, oh, stay tuned for this Fire Emblem Direct, we're going to talk more about Fire Emblem Warriors there. And then all they do is show 10 seconds of Chrom slashing bad guys. It was infuriating to me, actually, because, you know, part of the reason why I was excited about that Direct was because, oh, finally, we're going to learn some more about Fire Emblem Warriors. And nope, Chrom's in the game and you can slash lots of dudes. Okay. I didn't already know that. Yeah, that... I mean, granted, Echoes does look like a great game, but everything else about that Direct frustrated me. Like, I know that people are playing a lot of Heroes, and, you know, good for you if you enjoy the game, but that just, it does not look like a lot of fun to me. So, I'm probably never going to play Heroes. So if you ever plan on playing this game, the best way to really take advantage of this area, of this world, I should say, is to go through and try to open up as much stuff on a pass-through as possible, and then kind of try to work your way through at a slower pace, getting everything else. If that makes sense. Excuse me, sorry. Throwback. The difference is that when the first Hyrule Warriors trailer came out, it was a proof of concept kind of deal. We didn't get the game until like a year and a half later. Whereas with Fire Emblem Warriors, this game is supposed to be coming out this year, and actually, I believe they said sometime in the summer or early fall, if I remember correctly. So we're at the point where we should have more info, basically. Can we do anything outside here yet? I don't think so. I know we have to go out here as the washing machine to get one of the... Yeah, we have to go out here on one of... Oh, wait, hold on. Camera. Yeah, we have to split up and head out here. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we have to split up before heading down here. Let's actually do that right away, because that's an annoying... I don't want to have to forget and not do it later. Right, they can be made really quickly, but at the same time, we still need to know stuff about them, you know? Like, I want to know more about the game than Chrom is in it, potentially like 6 months before release, you know? Because if the game comes out... You have to remember that if the game comes out in September, like Hyrule Warriors came out in September, we're 6 months from release and we know nothing about the game other than the fact that Chrom is in it, which is not really very much information at all. I do not want to get this. We don't want to actually head this way yet. This leads out. Although, what we will do is press that button so I don't forget it. There's a button over here that we need to open up this vent so that the washing machine can come through it later. There's a lot of... The big issue with Grunny's Industries is that there's a lot of busy work. You gotta do 5 things to get 1 thing done. Throwback, I think getting a direct this month is not likely. I think if we get any information before E3, we are going to be very, very lucky. Yeah. The fact that we got... it's a little bit annoying to me that we're getting 3... It's probably going to be the Fates and Awakening show. And for Fire Emblem Warriors, which I get why they're doing it, but... And I'm even saying this as someone who has very little interest in playing the older games. Like, I have very little interest in going back to play many of the older games because their mechanics are going to be very dated in a lot of ways, particularly the support system. I'm not really looking forward to playing any Fire Emblem game that has a pre-Awakening support system, because I feel like the support system... This is like a completely different topic, but the support system in Awakening finally made the reset heavy nature of Fire Emblem work for me. Explaining why would be like its own huge thing, so I'm not going to get too deep into it, but having infinite supports basically means that we finally get enough character development for all these extra characters, that I finally like these extra characters enough to reset hour-long missions for them. That's the short version. So going back to play a lot of these games where you can maybe get like 2 supports with a character before the end of the game by accident, and, you know, still have to reset for characters who I know nothing about. Like, I'm not super excited about going back to play an old game that's structured like that. I mean, the strategy might just be fun, might be great, but I'm not super excited about that aspect for it. So, you know, so even coming from a person who doesn't really have a super ton of interest in old Fire Emblem games, it's annoying to see that the game is probably going to be the Fates and Awakening show. Because the whole point of a of a crossover game like this is the diverse roster, you know? It'd be like if in Hyrule Warriors, instead of getting 1 or 2 characters from each game, we instead got 6 characters from Twilight Princess and then 1 character from each other game. I don't want it to be that skewed, and it probably will end up being that skewed. So that's disappointing to me. Sorry that I'm not... You're evil, right? Yeah, okay. I thought so, just wanted to make sure. Okay. Alright, now let's go back and get to floor 3. This place is gigantic. Where are you, Banjo? Here you are. Gregster, I've read some of the supports in the GBA games. They're not that much. They're not better. They're the same. Fire Emblem supports have been the same forever, basically. Like, Lowen and Elliewood in Fire Emblem 7. Oh my lord, you need to eat your breakfast. It's the same kind of inane junk. It's always been the same. They do feel a little bit samey if you're reading all of them, but at the same time, I'd rather have that than have the characters disappear. Which is the biggest issue I've had with Fire Emblem since the beginning, is that there's all these characters that would be very, very interesting to read about, but instead we're just going to have a bunch of really bland lords talking to each other. You know? Crocogabs, I have jumped off the elevator shaft. It was funny, but not funny enough for me to do it again. You jerk. Okay. Oh, I needed to cancel. Oh, that was my bad. You need to cancel the Claw Glamour boots before you can grab a ledge. Alright, no, that's just... Okay, we don't need to go up there. Let's get to floor 3 already. The one thing about this level is that I'm never really sure what I should do at any given point. Okay. What we're definitely not doing right now is Mumbo, because that's gonna be... We're gonna be waiting on him for a while. Let's go through here. There is a food item in Legends that referenced the Oracle games? I actually did not know that. That's neat. I'm honestly not super surprised that, like, the Oracle games and the Oracle games, what am I trying to say? The Minish Cap, stuff like that. I'm not surprised that they didn't get referenced. It would have been nice to see them get references, though, especially in the, especially since all of the packs for the handheld version were from Handheld Games, which is pretty cool. Like, I would have rather gotten an Oracle of Ages and Seasons pack than the Master Wind Waker pack, because the Master Wind Waker pack was terrible. I hated that map. I think I really did like the Link's Awakening map in Hyrule Warriors. The Link Between Worlds one was probably the most interesting. Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass was okay. It didn't really stand out to me though. Again, I have not played. I played Link Between Worlds, but that was it. Like I was not super. I did try Link's Awakening after playing the Link's Awakening Hyrule Warriors pack, but I didn't really get into it. Telltale Heights is an amazing song, though. I like that song a lot. So I was really glad that it was the song that they used for that map. And also, I need to mention that the Telltale Heights remix in Brawl is garbage. Like, oh, it's just the Zelda main theme again. But we're going to put the actual good part of the song that you recognize for like 10 seconds at the very end of the loop. Like, okay, whatever. It's not like we already don't have 5 other versions of the Zelda main theme in this game. Ugh, that annoyed me. That was an annoying part of... And I mean, granted, Brawl had like, what, 300 remixes, so not every one is going to be good. Oh, I thought you were a real Jinjo! Dicks. Oh, Spirit Tracks' overworld theme is good. I really like the 8-bit rendition they had in Hyrule Warriors. That was a good track. Oh yeah, I forgot that one of the empty honeycombs is over here. This is an easy one to get, though. My first 2D Zelda game was Zelda 1. I find that funny. You know, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna give Zelda a shot. I'll play the first game, which is considered one of the most legendary games of all time. And, you know, I hate it. I still do. That game sucks. Woo! We're gonna take... Oh, no, we didn't take fall damage. That's nice. Oh, wait. We need to split up before going into the boiler plant. I remember. Oh well. At least I remembered now. Forest Maze, I don't like using the word overrated. I'm trying to get it out of my vocabulary, but in my opinion, there are far better songs from Super Mario RPG. Like The Road is Full of Dangers. Actually, I was going to go into the Yoshi's Island title screen. I have an attachment to the title screen from Yoshi's Island, but that's actually because a remix of it plays in Paper Mario. Also, I love that their storage facility has boxes of literal old rubbish. Overplayed. That's a better word. Thank you, Nathan. Okay, so the reason why I backtracked to get a battery is because we want to do the packing room minigame next. This is one of the easier jiggies to get in the area. Actually, it's kind of funny. We're getting jiggies at a faster rate than at Pterodactyl Land, but that's just because we happen to run into the easy ones earlier. Nate, you know, the thing about the Yoshi's Island title screen that bothers me in Yoshi's Island itself, and I haven't actually played the original Yoshi's Island, but whenever I'm watching playthroughs of it or whatever, the song doesn't actually start for like 20 minutes. Well, not 20 minutes, like 30 seconds or whatever. They just play ocean waves on the title screen. And I'm like, okay, this is calming, no music, whatever. But there actually is music, and it's a really peaceful and nice tune. It's just they don't play it. It's just like, what the heck are they doing? Tetris Attack is a good game. I liked the Pokemon Puzzle Challenge version of it. you're supposed to actually get that from the roof, but I figured, you know, why not do it this way instead? Just for fun. Okay, let's do the packing room minigame. This is an easy one. Callum, I do want to play Yoshi's Island eventually, especially since I liked Yoshi's Island DS. It's not a perfect game, mind you. Also, I love the mixing colors in the twinkly packing minigame. Like, the lighting in this game is gorgeous. But anyway, I had Yoshi's Island DS as a kid, and I liked that game good enough. It had issues, but it was fun. I love Yoshi's Woolly World. We actually need to finish that game on stream sometime sooner rather than later. It'll happen. I'm not sure when, but definitely gonna happen. We're gonna finish Yoshi's Woolly World. Oh, I should mention, for this mini game, you have to pick up the Twinklies and put them into their colored boxes there. The more you pick up, the slower you will walk. So it's kind of like a risk reward. Like, when do you go to drop off Twinklies so that you can move faster, you know? It's a fun little mini game. I prefer it in multiplayer though, because you get a top-down view of the room. And it's a little bit easier to see where the Twinklies are and where you should go to get them, though. Luigi Brick, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. Count the quick. Yoshi's Island DS was a good game. Yoshi's New Island, I hated though. Like, Yoshi's New Island, I thought was a boring piece of crap. It was not fun for me at all. But I did like Yoshi's Island on DS. I thought it had a lot of interesting ideas. It was just kind of bogged down by needing to switch characters all the time. Okay, so there's so much to do when it comes to getting one Jiggy with Weldar. That was the first step to getting the Weldar Jiggy, was dropping that Mumbo pad. It takes forever. Worst Jiggy in the game, in my opinion. Now, where the heck's the door out of here? Oh, right, it's on the second level. My bad. My bad. Gregster, do not show people the Yoshi's New Island OST. Please. There's enough pain in this world. We don't need to add to people's suffering. Hey guys, look! There's nuts and bolts in this level! I do hear that that game's decent. It's just, you know, like, ow, you jerk. Why would you... It's just, you know, it's not a good Banjo game. My issues with Yoshi's Island DS were, 1, it had no original ideas. 2, the graphics and music were just terrible. And the level design just wasn't very good. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever played, but it certainly wasn't very good. So, there just weren't a lot of... It wasn't a very pleasant game to play. You're better off playing almost anything. You're better off playing any other Yoshi game, in my opinion. Okay, so floor 4 is actually probably the floor that you spend the least amount of time on in the game. Well, in the world, I would say. No, that's technically a lie because clankers are on this floor, and oh god, I hate that. I hate that minigame. Yeah, Perchman, that's actually the best way to put it. If it wasn't a Banjo game, it would have been fine. But since it was a Banjo game, and not only a Banjo game, but the first Banjo game after like 8 years, people's expectations were different. So they made the wrong game, I think. And I know that it was that they weren't trying to make... like, nobody tries to make a bad game, obviously. But, like, their intentions were actually pretty good, I'd say. Like, the vehicles were designed so that you didn't have to backtrack as much. Well, or that backtracking would be faster and whatnot, and they tried to make it a fun, original mechanic. I get that, but I think it was more just a matter of... these levels ended up being... I think that they probably... it was an instance, one of the very few instances where I think that their ambition should have been toned down in terms of making something that fell a little bit closer to the mold, I guess is the better way to put it. Okay. Let's warp to the first floor, because we've got some flying we need to do. If I can find the warp pad. Here it is. Because I don't want to do Mumbo until we get everything. I don't want to do anything to... I want to get all the warp points out. Stefan, happy birthday! I needed to mention that. Everybody say happy birthday to Stefan. Also, pay attention. Okay, let's get flying. Ah, my face! Okay, so here's one of the Cheeto pages. Don't think there's actually anything else in this area, so... okay. Ooh, I did not... okay, we need to do a few things. I believe the other thing we want to do is actually... on, I think the other window we need to break is on this side of the building. If I remember correctly. I think it might be. Okay, that's where the Jinjo was. There's definitely two windows we need to break. So, Stefan, my man, you know it. Glad to see you have good tastes, dude. You like the better adventure game, and you like the better Banjo game. Okay, yeah, we needed to go here because we need this to do the Scrivy workers quest later. See, we're talking about Sonic Adventure. Stefan and I are on Team Adventure 2 is better. A lot of people, like most of the FTCR crew, is Team Adventure 1 is better, and they're losers because they're wrong. Dark Throwback, I'm not sure if there's a Rusty Bucket Bay Easter egg on the top of the building. Again, I haven't played a lot of the original Banjo-Kazooie, so while I get some of the references, a lot of the subtler ones sneak past me. We're supposed to go through that hole to get the The hole I just blew open in order to get the Jinjo, but since we did it with the clockwork shot, we don't have to do that, actually. But what we are going to do is get this honeycomb, which I believe means we've got all of them in the level. Yeah, we have. Awesome. Okay. See, we've already explored a lot of this level, and we've only got 3 Jiggies. We've spent 45 minutes in this level, and we've only got 3 Jiggies. It's a doozy. Thankfully, a lot of them do kind of come quickly one after the other after we get kind of the baseline stuff taken care of. Assy, we can't be friends anymore. I'm joking. We can still be friends. But I judge you. Okay. Okay, now we need to get on top of the building. The roof, I guess. Well, we're oh, I mean, I'm an idiot. I'm trying to fly off of the warp pad. I suck. Okay. Gregster, you'd lose. Come at me, brah. Oh yeah, this is one of the few Jiggies in the game that's just lying out there. Okay. I don't think I need to be Kazooie to get that one. Because if I remember correctly, there's just a warp pad somewhere that lets us get it. Throwback, if someone's team heroes, that is the true crime. Nathan. Nathan. You see, my very controversial Sonic opinion isn't that I like SA1 less than SA2. It's that I like Heroes less than Shadow. That's my controversial Sonic opinion, which actually Stefan agrees with me on. He actually likes, Stefan likes Shadow more than Heroes, although I also believe Stefan likes Shadow, like he thinks it's a good game. I would be saying that I enjoy Shadow the Hedgehog is pushing it. I do not enjoy that game, but I do like it more than Heroes, and I think it has some good ideas. It just also has more bad ideas than good ideas. Triforce, thank you for agreeing with me, but what do you agree with me on? Are you talking about Heroes? Okay, yeah, we did have to be Solo Kazooie to get that Jiggy. I remember now. Ow, you jerk. The standing wing whack sucks. I don't know why. I'd rather just immediately go into the spin, but that's just me. Okay, there we go. Ryan, Sonic 2 is better than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Fight me IRL. Although, even then, I still like Adventure 2 more than all 3 Genesis games. So, yeah. That, I know, is like the most controversial opinions. I know what Catherine's favorite Sonic game, though. It's Chow Garden. Chow Garden is Catherine's favorite Sonic game. Rise of Lyric is a better game than Lost World. Lost World sucks. Lost World is garbage. Lost World's is a more polished game than Rise of Lyric, but I had more fun playing Rise of Lyric than Lost World, which at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how glitchy it is. If I had more fun playing it, I like that game better. That's just how it goes. Now, there's something you do have to do in this room. I just can't remember what it is. Do you... Yeah, okay, so, okay, I forgot. You only need to be the washing machine for here. Okay. Viva Pinata is the best rare game. Okay, get out of here. Alright. Okay. Here's what we're doing. We're doing Mumbo stuff now. Okay. We're doing Mumbo stuff, which means we're gonna soon do washing machine stuff, which... Ugh. This is gonna... Okay, we're doing Mumbo now. And this is going to take a while. I hope we can get at least some of Hailfire Peaks done before I have to head out. Welcome again, Baron Bird. Nathan, when it comes to Donkey Kong Country, I never really could get into the SNES games. I mean, granted, I played 1 and 2. Never played 3, although 3 tends to be everybody's least favorite, so... Yeah. But I don't know, I just could never get into them. There was... It's not that they were bad in any way, it's just... I couldn't get into them. It's hard to explain. Oh yeah, this is one of the more annoying Mumbo sections because we have to change into Mumbo, change back into Banjo-Kazooie, and then change into Mumbo again later. Ryan, I just uploaded an SNES game for Brain Scratch today. There's a lot of SNES games I like. I like Contra 3, I like Super Castlevania 4, I like Demon's Crest. The SNES Final Fantasies are good. Not my favorite, but they're good. The SNES Chrono Trigger's good. There's a lot of good games on the SNES. There's also just a lot of games, I think, that are a bit overhyped on the SNES as well. Okay, so the big thing about Mumbo, Mumbo has a lot of time challenges in this level. Nathan, you don't like unicorns? Where is your soul, man? Okay, so Ryan, you want to know what the funny thing is? The other day, when I passed 7,000 Twitter followers, I posted a video of, I posted a video on my Twitter, that's not a video, I posted a picture on my Twitter that said, like, thank you so much, and I posted a picture of my profile that showed I had over 7,000 followers. It had my birthday on there. My birthday is April 9th, 93. Somebody posted to that, wow, you're old. I'm 23. Like, come on, I'm not old. So, yeah. If you wanna talk about kids, there are kids out there today for whom, like, there are people on YouTube watching our videos today for whom Mario Galaxy was their first Mario game. Like, because Mario Galaxy came out in 2007, that was 10 years ago now. So, there are, like, 13 and 14-year-olds watching this channel for whom Mario Galaxy was their first Mario game. And for the record, you got a great first Mario game, because Mario Galaxy is da bomb. But, yeah, so, I ain't no kid, I ain't no kid, Ryan. I'm a man. I'm a full-grown adult. Which is a little bit scary in a lot of ways, actually. But, you know, we'll get to that later. Okay, this way leads to Clankers, doesn't it? I really don't want to do Clankers. God, I hate... Yeah, I'm really not that much younger than most of you guys anymore. This is one of my least favorite missions in the game. This is sewer access. I hate this mission with a fiery passion. Okay, hold on. We're gonna need to stock up. This is most likely going to take me a couple of tries. So, I apologize in advance, but I am just terrible at this mission. Attention, the clinkers have invaded the sewer system and are blocking the vents. Control them all before the air becomes toxic. So yeah, this is like the dynamite mission, but just a lot worse. It's a lot harder to find these guys. I get lost in here way more. So yeah, this is one of my least favorite missions in the game. You really have to listen for their little fart noises in order to find them, because you're not going to see them right away. They're very small, and they blend into the background a lot. So, yeah, like there's one. So yeah, I'm sorry that I'm quiet for this mission, but this is one of the harder ones, and I will get lost if I'm not focusing, so apologies. Okay, it's good I went back for that one. I would have missed it. We're doing okay, but I'd like to be doing better. There's probably one above. Yeah, here we go. We're at the point where I can't hear them anymore. Like, oh wait, no, there's another one. There's one below me? I really hope I don't end up retracing my steps, because that would be very, very bad. Okay, we're back over here. There's one I didn't get. Okay, we've already gone this way. Okay, I can hear another one. And it's gone. It's in the room above that there. Oh, there's one. So you're not screwed. Well, I was going to run out of time anyway. And if you run out of time or die, they all respawn. So, yeah, you gotta wait. Again, this will probably take a couple tries. Oh, I went through the wrong door. Oops. I'm surprised the eggs didn't respawn. Huh. Oh, I almost certainly missed this one when I was going the first time. Get out of here. You're not instantly dead if you run out of time in this area. What happens is, if you run out of time, the area is filled with toxic gas. And you have to get out before you run out of air. But if you manage to kill all the clinkers before you die, the gas goes away and you win. So, in that sense, the timer's actually more lenient than the dynamite mission. But this is also a much harder mission, so it doesn't feel like much of a consolation, you know? So, we're gonna keep on going right until I run out of rights to take. And that's actually good, because this was one that I missed. Sorry, just trying to make sure I don't miss one below here. Ah. Oh, wait, there's one there. Okay, that was one we actually got earlier. Okay, where haven't I gone? Ah, damn it! I'm dead. Wait. I'm not dead. I'm just stuck at 1 health. I can live with that. I don't know why I didn't die there. You were supposed to die, but whatever. Well, we're full on eggs, at least. God, the wind's really blowing outside. Damn. Okay. Okay, jerk, get out of my way. Thank you. Okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. I'm really hoping that glitch happens again. That would be very helpful. I've already been here. Okay. We dropped health. Okay, there we go. Okay, I take it back. Welder isn't the worst Jiggy in the game. This is. I never like playing. I have never liked playing this Jiggy. Not even once. Ugh. I hear it here. I can hear the farting here. Okay. It's to my left. It's this way. Or maybe it's not this way. Let's hope that glitch comes into effect again, because that would be great. That's the... Nope, I actually died that time. Okay. Somebody mentioned looking up a map, and yeah, that's probably the right idea. Okay. Okay, hold on a moment while I look up a map. Banjo-Tooie, Clinker, Cavern, map. Or Google could not work for some... Oh. Okay. Looks like I found one. Hold on a moment while it loads. I went to negative health? Wow. Okay. So I found actually a pretty good map here. This is a pretty good map. I'm going to try to follow it as best as I can. So I'm probably going to be pausing a lot for this, and I apologize for that. Okay. Okay. 1. Okay, I'm already failing. Let's start again. Okay. Moonwalk! Okay. So let's pause when I'm looking at the map so I don't walk into the wall like a dumbass. Okay. Then there's another here. Where I should go next. Oh, wait, hold on. There's another one that's easy to miss. This is probably... Oh, okay, here's one of the ones I was missing. It's up here. Okay. So that's 3 down. Next, I should go right. Get this one. Go right again. Okay. Now, I want to go this way, and there should be a clinker here and also above me. Okay. So now I want to go forward and head towards the clinker here. Go this way. There should be a... Okay. Ah, no! I didn't want to do that! Shoot, 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 shoot! Oh god, now I'm lost. No, wait, no. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just gotta head back up here. Keep on going. And after I go through this little zigzag, there should be one here. Now let's go to the right. Okay, this is one I think I was missing before. Because we never went up here. Yeah, that was definitely one we were missing. I never got that one before. Okay, there we go. This is going a little bit better. Let's try going this way. Okay, now we're near the start again. We're still missing a few. We have to head through here. I'm trying to go towards ones I think I haven't gotten yet. Okay, so that's there. Sorry, I'm so sorry that I'm getting so lost here. There's one. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose. I need to get a better map. This map doesn't clearly differentiate the top and bottom floor enough. Ugh. Yeah, I'm so sorry this is taking forever, guys. No, we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on going until I win, guys. Don't worry. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have a video up and follow the video instead. Okay, that seems like it would go better. Okay. So the video starts. It gets the one down there. It gets the... Okay, it gets the ones in this room first, so... Actually, we're gonna use fire eggs, so I stopped shooting myself... Normal eggs, so I stopped shooting myself in the face. Okay, so 3 damage. 3 done. Okay. Now what it does is it goes forward and gets that one there. Okay. Okay. Now what it does is it goes up this way, presumably to get this clinker right here. And this one. And this one. Let me watch and make sure that that's what they did so I don't screw up the sequence. Okay, so there are 13 clinkers now. And then they go back down the stairs. So I'm gonna do that too. I love missing the beak barge. It's fantastic. Okay. Then they go up the blue stairs. Then they get that then they get the 2 clinkers by shooting this one, then dropping down for this one. Okay. Next, they go through the green passageway and get this clinker on the wall. Yes, I'm cheating also. I do not care. Oh, that was one I definitely missed. There's one all the way up here. That's one I definitely missed. Also, you are a jerk. Get out of here. Okay. Then they go through this cavern. There's another clinker. Also a nut, so I should kill the nut. Get the clinker. They go up the stairs. Okay. Or up the ramp, rather. They get the one below. Oh, they missed one. But this video had them miss one. But they get that clinker. Take care of that guy, and then this clinker. No, hold on. Let me rewind a little bit. No, wait, actually. They're at 6. They did get the one. I thought they missed it. Wait, hold on. I need to rewind a bit so I make sure I know what I'm doing. Get this one. They go right into the big room. They go back to the green corridor. They go right, I think? Yeah. Here they are. Sorry I'm pausing and unpausing all the time. I know it's distracting and awful for you guys, but it really is the only way I can get through this at the moment. Okay, and then they get this clinker. And then they go through this way and get the next clinker here. They probably go right to get the... Yeah, they go right to get the next one. So, this was one of the first ones I got in the route that I was trying earlier. But this way just seems to... This way's working out. Okay. They keep on going forward. They go into the green room. Oh, and I think that these are just... No, there's 3 left. Okay. Okay. They get these ones, and then there's only 1 left. They go up. And then there's the last one. Okay. We are so close, guys. We did it! Yay! That took forever! Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I know the easiest way to get out of here, because I do not feel like finding my own way out at the moment. Okay. There we go. Now we can move on to less awful stuff. Not that the rest of this level is good, but it's better than this. Okay, hold on. We need to get more blue eggs. Okay. Now what we need to do is... Oh, we've got a couple of things that we actually need to do. This way leads to the... Oh yeah, I need to get a... Yeah, you know what? Let's do the power room now. Why not? Okay. We're gonna need to split up again, though, for this, so... I need to get to the split-up pad, which I do not remember where it is. Get out of my face. Here we go. Okay. Whee! Okay. Okay. So the closest battery, I believe, is on floor 2. Well, I think it might be the only battery left. There's only a couple in the stage, but I believe one's on floor... One we didn't get is definitely on floor 2, so let's go there. Oh, there's also the one in front of Mumbo's cavern, Mumbo's hut that we didn't get either. No, wait, no, we got that one for Boiler Room. Never mind, my bad. It's this one that we didn't get. This is, thankfully, one of the simplest ones. I think we might have done all of the batteries. This might be the last battery thing we have to do. Okay, get over here. Okay, so I want to thank you guys for putting up with Grunty's Industries, because this level is the worst. Thankfully, once we get through this, we get Hailfire Peaks, which is one of the best levels, so... That's always one of... I went through the wrong hallway again. That's always one of the things that I kind of say to myself to keep myself going, is just like, once you get through Grunty's Industries, you can play Hailfire Peaks, which is like one of my favorite levels in the game. It's the laggiest level in the game. Actually, Grunty's Industries is probably the least laggy level in the game. Yeah, probably, because there's not too much geometry in this level that causes, at least when you're inside, the areas are pretty contained. So the game isn't trying to render too much at once, and so it can actually run relatively smoothly. Like, if I look at my settings right now, it says the game's running at 60 FPS right now. Like a perfect 60, which is actually strange. I'm surprised that it's running at 60. But the game runs really smooth. The game runs really smooth in Grunty's Industries. Remind me to look at what the frame rate is when we get to Hailfire Peaks, because oof, you know, that level kills the game's frame rate. Apparently, if you go after the dragons first, though, you can makes the frame rate a little bit more stable. So I'm gonna actually try that this time. Catherine, you haven't even played this game. You don't know if it's better. Okay, so... yeah, let's get going. I hate those guys. I hate those guys so much. Okay, and now we're Banjo and Kazooie. Okay. The cable room... ow. Thankfully, the cable room... okay, now we gotta do quality control. This is thankfully a very easy mission. Okay. We just have to... there's actually a way to glitch into quality control from the wrong side. Which I think is actually kind of funny. So we just need to shoot the rare barrels. If you shoot the radioactive barrel, it will fill the area up with toxic waste and you'll lose health very quickly. Now, if I remember correctly, the aiming for this is like once it's 5 away, you want to shoot your... yeah, once it's 5, like kind of rolls away, that's when you want to shoot. So... ah, we screwed up. Ah, we have to start the minigame over again. This is thankfully not too hard. The annoying thing about this mission, though, is that we can't just get the Jiggy. We have to get it as the washing machine later. But thankfully, we also don't restart our progress, so... It gets, Catherine, it's actually an interesting risk reward kind of thing going on here. The closer you get to the barrels, the shorter your delay is, but it's also, you also run the risk of being closer to dying because you have to walk farther to the door. Like, even here, you run the risk of taking some damage just by walking to the door. So it's a very interesting risk-reward kind of situation. So what we're actually going to do is a little bit of practice. Okay, I know exactly when I need to press the button now. That actually probably shouldn't have hit it, but whatever, I'll take it. Okay, cool. So we'll be able to pick that Jiggy up once we get the washing machine. Which is actually probably what we should do next, because we've gotten 5 Jiggies. We need to do Weldar, quality control, Weldar quality control, skivvy workers, the one in the basement, quality control, the one in the basement, and I'm missing one more. Oh god, what is it? Oh god, what is that last one? I'll think about it while we walk back. So we've done, let's think about the ones we've done. We've done Clinkers, we've done the one in the, okay, let's get to... If anybody can help me figure out what Jiggy I'm not thinking of here, I'd really appreciate it, because I'm blanking out. But anyway, we actually need to go to Mumbo at the moment. Ironic, I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure that the 360 ports of the Banjo games play at 60. I do not believe that they're locked at 30. Oh, okay, I remember the Jiggy we're missing now. We're missing the one that we have to use the sack pack to get. There's one we need the shack pack for in the basement, and there's one we need the sack pack for in the waste control room. Okay, there we go. So, we're gonna need to go back for those two. We're definitely going to need to go back for those two, because we can't get them yet. But we can get Weldar skivvy workers and quality control, which will bring us to 8. Okay. Alright, sorry. I just remembered. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That makes me feel so much better having remembered that now. Okay, we're almost at the end of the level, guys. This is easily the most tedious part of the game. For the record, we are only in step, like, 2 of getting the welder Jiggy right now. First, we have to get the Mumbo pad down here, which we had to unscrew the screws to do. Now we have to use Mumbo to put the electromagnet on Haywire. So this starts a time sequence where we need to go to Mumbo, transform, switch back to Banjo and Kazooie, and then as Banjo and Kazooie switch to the washer. And it's a, if you don't use your warp points, you are not going to make it. Okay, Mumbo, we do not have time for this right now. Thankfully, in menus, when you're talking to people and when you pause the game, the timer does not go down. I'm surprised that they would lock the 360 versions at 30, though, because even right now, the game is running at 60 FPS. In areas like Mumbo's Skull, a lot of parts in inside Grunty's Industries and the first-person shooter sections, the game does run at 60. It's just in other areas that it can dip down to like below 20. So I have a hard time thinking that with the better hardware, because the engines that they have for the ports are fantastic, that they wouldn't be able to play the game at 60 FPS. It's playable. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it's like I'm not a frame rate whore. I'm not going to. Maybe whore is the wrong word. I'm sorry. But like I don't need a game to run at 60 FPS. Like if it runs at 30 and it's a solid 30, most of the time I don't notice. It's fine. But I'm pretty sure it does run at 60. So anyway, we have the washing machine here. We can appreciate its glory later, because right now we actually have to kind of rush. I said inside Grunty's Industries, or at least I tried to say that. Okay, so doing that mission presses a button which opens the door to the repair depot. Yeah, man, this mission takes forever. But anyway, this is the washing machine, which is my favorite transformation in the game. Because A, you're a washing machine, and B, you press the Z button and you shoot underwear at people. You can even do it in the first-person mode. They're nice and warm, too. See, look at all the steam coming off of them. Okay, so now we are going to do skivvy workers. Because we're transformed into a washing machine anyway. So let's get started. There's one on every floor, pretty much, and then one outside. That's how I remember it. So we're going to get the first floor one here. Okay, so yeah. Thankfully, you only have to see this dialogue once. I don't want them to get ripped. Just drop your shorts, buddy. We haven't got all day. Wow. Catherine, I haven't noticed any frame rate drops on the Godbird for new 3DS. So I guess the game probably is just better optimized for that in general. I'm surprised that they don't have any mention of it, though. Like, they don't bring it up in any of the packaging that the game runs better on new 3DS. Although, to be fair, I also believe that Pokemon also doesn't mention that it runs better on new 3DS, so... You know, I don't know. But I don't remember any frame rate stutters, so... It probably runs just fine on, It probably runs just... It probably runs better on new 3DS. Okay, so now we need to go outside because there is actually a skivvy worker out here. Flaming, a new 3DS is a 3DS that is new, like it comes right out of the box, as opposed to a used 3DS, which you would buy at a store and somebody else had owned it beforehand. Yeah, there's one on pretty much every floor, and then one outside is a great way to... is how you should remember it. So... Well, Catherine, you don't run it, you don't market it that way. Like when they advertised Hyrule Warriors Legends, they said like best enjoyed on new 3DS or something to that effect. I mean, granted, either way, you're gonna have to imply that one is better than the other, but you don't say you prop one up instead of pushing one down, is how you do it if you're advertising it. Where the heck is the... Oh yeah, the... Here's the service elevator. Okay. Get in. Oh wait, I don't think there's one on the 4th floor, but you do have to go to the 4th floor for quality control. Okay, there we go. That's how I remember it now. Nathan, you have a used new 3DS. Ah, man. Video games, right? Okay. Let's get the workers' quarters one first. Nope, not in here. Now, if the camera would cooperate... Video game cameras, like... They've gotten a lot better in the years. Like, I'm just trying to imagine being able to play this with a control stick instead of having to use the C buttons. Probably would already just make that so much smoother. Okay, now back to floor 1. Catherine, I believe it came out in 2015, 2016, 2015. The new 3DS has been around for a while. It's been around since early 2015, I think. So, I think so. Okay. So there's 2 more. There's one on the 3rd floor and then one on the 5th floor. But we are going to go to the 4th floor just so that we can get the quality control jiggy. Accelerator, there's like 1. It's just... oh no, there will be 2 actually. There's gonna be... Fire Emblem Warriors is going... If you want to play that on your new 3DS for some reason, you can play it there, but it won't run an old 3DS. I believe it's just that and Xenoblade. Why they even bother porting Fire Emblem Warriors to the 3DS baffles me, but whatever. Oh yeah, and throwback, there's also the SNES Virtual Console for some reason is 3DS, new 3DS exclusive. I believe it was some problem with Nintendo's emulator, official emulator or something like that. I don't know. They really should be able to get SNES games working on any 3DS, but, you know, whatever. Nintendo is weird. Nintendo's very, very weird. Now, the washing machine actually does have kind of weird turning. It kind of turns like it was on wheels. So, turns are very wide a lot of the time, especially if you're trying to, like, turn straight around. Okay, time for floor 4. I'm sorry, floor 4. Okay, so now we gotta find the quality control door. Oh wait, actually, what am I the quality control door should be right nearby. Yeah, it's like... No, that's the service elevator. The quality control room should be... Ow. Yeah, okay, yeah, I knew it was nearby. It's right here. And... here we go. I love that they do have I love that they actually do have a shock jump pad there, just in case somebody managed to glitch their way down into there. It's just like, okay, then why not just let us pick up the Jiggy normally? Why make us turn into the washing machine? Whatever. Okay, the last skivvy is coming up. Lugia XD. Oh, I forgot this Jinjo! Damn it. Okay. I knew there was a reason why we went in here. Okay, well, that's easy to pick up. Okay, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Alright, but, throwback, the new 3DS probably is smaller than the Wii U, but probably not by much. And considering that it's an upgraded version of the console, of a handheld, you know, it's probably still relatively impressive. I knew we forgot something in here. Okay. Whatever, no big deal. Wait, actually, I don't need to walk back. Thanks for the host, Mr. J0TD. Yeah, Accelerator, that is, as far as I am aware, that's the reason why Yoshi's Island has never been ported to any virtual console. It's because the Super Effects chip causes issues. Same with Star Fox. I could have damage boosted from that electric... I don't know, probably not. The washing machine cannot get very high. Okay, let's get that Jinjo. Ow, my face! Okay. Oh, we get a Jiggy for that. Awesome. Okay. Okay, let's look at our totals now. Or we could have the game yell at us. Whatever. Anyway. Yeah, the only thing we have left to do is Weldar. And pick up the notes, but the rest of the notes are in the basement anyway, so... okay. At least we didn't forget the Jinjo. That would have been bad. Accelerator, as far as I can tell, no. Mega Man X1 was a relatively, it was a mid-range, it was a mid-life cycle game, because it was like 93, 94, so... It didn't really... It was mostly later games, like 1995 and onward, that took advantage of extra chips in the SNES. Okay, so... Let's go to floor 1. Licensing issues, really, Callum? Huh. I'm surprised, because Nintendo should own the entire rights to the game because of that, no matter what chip was in it. Like, because it's not like the chip's being used now, it's a digital file these days. Okay, so this is the air conditioning plant. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to remember where the... whatever. Let's just keep on going. Okay. This is probably one of the hardest bosses in the game coming up right now. If I can walk through the door. Okay, let's see if we can get the Cheeto page before beating the boss. Probably not. Nope. Definitely not. I love this cutscene. Well, it doesn't seem to be very mobile. See how the poor thing struggles to get in here? It probably shouldn't be much trouble. Visually impaired welding torch. I believe it states quite clearly in the workers' guidelines that bears are not to be let into the building. So, well, you're a bear, aren't you? No. Duh, I must remember to wear my glasses. Well, I'm out now, so I might as well go to work on you. I love that. He believes us that we're a bear, but he still tries to kill us anyway. Anyway, the music for this boss fight's fantastic. The first phase isn't hard, it's the second phase. Please refrain from... I'm full of flammable gas. How about a few nuts and bolts? No! Not nuts and bolts! Anything but that. If you could hop like this, why didn't you do that earlier? DK64 and Banjo probably used a lot of the same instruments. Okay, so this electric floor is the worst, for the record. If you touch the electricity, you take damage, and you gotta do a lot of jumping in this mission. What? Oh, the egg should have gone in first, you jerk. So now that I took damage from that, I have to go through the whole phase again. I hope I don't die. And I die. Thankfully, it's not a long walk back. Guys, we're almost done. Are you a bear? Yes, and you're heading for the recycling plant. Okay, okay, we're almost done with Grundy's Industries, guys. We're almost done. This boss is shockingly difficult. The problem was is that I took damage during the first half of the fight, and, like, you should just never do that. Don't be bad at video games, kids. Okay. That phase 1 went much smoother, so we should be okay. Dude, if you say something's like Dark Souls, there are like 100,000 people who will immediately go to buy it just because you said the word Dark Souls in relation to it. Even if it has nothing to do with Dark Souls at all and isn't really even related. This section, this is, I think, the easier part of it. The easier part of this section. Obviously, these things are a lot harder when you're a kid and you haven't memorized the boss's pattern. There we go. Tetris DS is the Dark Souls of puzzles games. You will get people to buy a game if you, like, said that. Pokemon Shuffle is the Dark Souls of Match 3 puzzlers. Hatsune Miku is the Dark Souls of dating sims. SMT4 is the Dark Souls of Persona. Dark Souls 2 is the Dark Souls 3 of Dark Souls. I appear to be quite badly injured. So, okay. I should mention that even beating the boss doesn't directly give us a Jiggy. We still have to go and pick it up. Okay. Man, this boss fight's obnoxious. This whole mission's obnoxious. Speedruns of this game actually end their run on the Weldar Jiggy. Which, oh man, I cannot think of a worse Jiggy to end the game on, like... Man. This boss is nothing but hot air. That's a good one, Arwing. Okay. Anyway, we could walk all the way over there to get that Cheeto page. Or... Okay, this is starting to take more work than just walking. If I could have got it in one shot, it would have been cool, but I blew it. Brain Scratch Commentaries is the Dark Souls of Let's Play groups. Okay. So now that we've beaten Weldar, we've turned off the fan, so we can finally walk back here and get this Jiggy. Ugh. Okay, that took far too long. Okay. Now all we have to do is get the last couple of notes and we can be done with this place. Is there... Were the notes? No, I think the notes were actually in the vent shaft on the way back. No, we're gonna do some Hailfire Peaks after this. Because Hailfire Peaks is the bomb. It is such a relief to be in that level after you've finished Grunty's Industries. Okay, so we're only missing 2 notes. Now we just gotta find them. If I can remember where they are. Because I'm pretty sure we've gotten all of the notes. Okay, they're not down here. Where are the notes that I missed? I don't think they're in the I don't think they're in the elevator shaft, are they? Okay. Oh, did I never get the... Did I never get the notes on the, I think I know... I missed some notes in this main room, I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I just gotta find where I missed them. Accelerator, I did get the Jinjo. Now we're trying to find the 2 notes I missed. Because I know that there are 2 notes, like, stashed away someplace in this room. Ow. Okay. Hold on a moment. We gotta find these. Where the heck are they? Let's check the elevator shaft. I don't think they're here, but it's worth a shot. I mean, if anything, nothing else, I can jump down and it'll be funny. Maybe they're on floor 4. I don't think I picked up many notes on floor 4. Okay. Okay, there definitely aren't notes in the Clinker Cavern, so I don't have to worry about that. Hold on, I'm gonna look up where all the notes are, and I'll remember where the Grunty's Industries notes. Okay, this list doesn't actually have all of the... This doesn't actually have the notes listed. Okay. Collectibles. Jiggies, 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 Jinjos, Cheeto pages. We got the treble clef because we're only missing 10 notes. Oh, I remember where they are now. I remember exactly where they are now. Okay. I believe they're in the boiler plant. We never went there. We never explored that place very thoroughly as Banjo-Kazooie. And I think that that we missed 2 notes in there. Let's check it. Okay. And see, we actually end up right in the boiler plant. So, this wasn't a waste of time. It was just took longer than it should. Let's put it that way. Thankfully, Grunty's Industries knows that it's BS and is kind in that it gives you, have we really been going for 3 hours? Ugh, almost 2. Damn. Yeah, Grunty's Industries. Grunty's Industries, man. I could have sworn they were in here. Stefan, we can check how long Pterodactyl Land took me. An hour, it took me less than 40, it took me an hour and 15 minutes. Much shorter than this level. Okay, well, I guess I was wrong. Super Flaming, you can, technically, yes, it's optional. Although, you are going to want to pick up some of the abilities in here. Okay. Grunt. Hold on a moment. I'm sorry. I'm just scrolling through a guide. This guide sucks. Okay. Does anybody know where we missed these notes? You guys are not helpful. Okay. I thought we would be done. No, Grunty's Industries never ends. It goes on forever and ever and ever until you hate yourself. I mean, I could leave. You actually don't need all of the notes, but if I'm going to do a 100% playthrough, I want to get all the notes. So, yeah. Wait, hold on. I think... Hold the phone. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I think we're getting closer. If the camera will cooperate. Joe Strikes Back, we're definitely missing 10 notes here, because, as you can see, we've got 90 out of 100. Stefan, no, we're getting it. I don't want to make any more trips to Grunty's Industries than necessary. Oh, I didn't know that you could do that. Huh. I didn't know that that's... I thought that this was just for decoration. I didn't know that you could actually jump down. Wow, that's awesome. Cool. Okay. I love... boy. Did I not check something thoroughly enough? Let's check the train station area, because I haven't been there since we gotten in this place. And it's one of the only areas we haven't really looked. So, it's worth a check. Air conditioning plant. That's the entrance. Here's the train station. I did go there. We've gotten that Jiggy. I don't know if we've gotten the... I don't know if there's notes in there, though. Let's go back in there and check afterwards. Since we've pressed the buttons, we won't even really need to have Banjo necessarily there, so I don't have to switch back to him. I only switched to Kazooie because she moves faster. Okay. I don't remember there being notes in there, but... yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's check the top and see if I missed any Jiggies up here. Not Jiggy's notes, you know what I mean. Because I could swear that it should be in the first floor that I missed these. But I'm not seeing them. Wait a minute, hold on. I think I remember where they are. I think I remember where they are, guys. I think they might be outside. Okay. Okay, no, that's just a Jinjo. We would have seen those if we had gone. They might be in the area where you need to use the sack pack. That's what I thought too, but I checked in that room and didn't see anything right away. Let's go again. Because my idea that they might be outside seems pretty wrong. Thank you so much for putting up with my BS here, guys. Oy. You know, I might play a different game after we get through Grunty's Industries because I'm getting a little bit tired of this. So, hold on. Do I need Banjo to get... Because if I don't need Banjo, I'd really rather just not go back and get him. Ah, just barely need Banjo. Okay. No big deal. No, wait, actually, no, we don't need Banjo, because we can just... No, we need Banjo. I forget where I put him, though. Oh, he was on the 3rd floor, now I remember. Oh, the BSC Wii U farewell is up. Okay, I'm glad. That discussion was fun. Although, as you might have guessed, we talk very little Wii U in that discussion, because there's not much to say. The one with the toxic gas enemies? Well, we'll check down there again, too. We're already down here, so we can check this room first and then go back. And check that. I thought I checked that one pretty thoroughly for notes, but, you know, it's always worth another shot, right? Yeah, because there's just a Jiggy in this room. No notes down in the water. Oh, Crocogabs, we're gonna keep on streaming after this. I'm gonna play a different game. I'm just turning off Banjo-Tooie after we finish Grunty's Industries, because I am tired of this. We've spent like 15 minutes just looking for, we spent 15 minutes just, you have not missed anything interesting. We're just looking for some notes I missed. That is it. I am glad you stopped by, though. I really appreciate it. I should be the one who's sorry because I'm making you guys all suffer through me being dumb. I really should have just... I shouldn't have missed notes. I should just be done. Usually the last notes I get are the one... Probably Splatoon, Ryan. Yeah, normally the last notes I get in this level are the ones in the, Yeah, normally the last ones I get are the ones in the basement. I don't see any notes over there. I don't think they're in this room. Oh, the oil has ice physics! Oh, I've never noticed that before. That's really cool. Throwback. I don't have enough time to finish Yoshi today. Okay, so they're not in here. Jirachi, if I jump in there, I take damage. Okay, we've checked... I'm gonna check floor 2 again. I don't think I checked the rafters. Pete, you have not missed much. We are currently looking for 2 notes that I have not found. And I couldn't find a good list of where they all are online, so we're going to have to do it the hard way. Wait a minute. We do not have to do this the hard way. I'll be back in 1 second. Oh, I just knocked something over. Whatever. I still have the strategy guide from when I was like 8 years old. It's beat up to hell. Several pages are missing at the end, like in the minigame section. All of the pages are bent, but I still have it. I've got the strategy guide. So I can scan over this. It shows exactly where all the notes are. I can just look through the... Okay. So, we've gotten that. We got the 3 notes in there, in the train station room. I think we got the notes in... Okay. So one place where the notes might be, that I think I didn't search closely enough, is the second floor room where we got the Kazooie's backflip. So we're going to go check there first. I should show you guys a picture of this strategy guide, because it is beat up to all hell. Okay. No, that's the wrong way. It's the Nintendo Power guide, yes. Nintendo Power always made the best guides. The Prima guides were just not nearly as good. They often had things wrong. The writing wasn't as funny. They were lower quality altogether. Yep, Srirachi, it isn't definitely beat up to the point to where pages are falling off of it. Okay. Okay, so we've gotten these notes. Alright, let's look elsewhere. We just checked the waste disposal plants, so we have those. Wait a minute. No, we got the... I was looking at the wrong floor, but we do have... Actually, I'm going to check to make sure that we've got the ones on floor 1. Sorry, I thought I was looking at the wrong part of the map. My bad. 100% my bad. Oh my god, I keep on getting lost. I hate this level, I hate this level, I hate this level. Prima just straight up got facts wrong all the time. Like, for instance, they had Mario Party strategy guides, which I don't even know why they had those in the first place, because it's Mario Party. But in the Mario Party 5 strategy guide, it says that the Star Spirits come from that game. Like, it says, like, in their first appearance, or something to that effect, where their first appearance was in, what's it called? Paper Mario. So that got me a little bit upset, because obvious reasons. Okay, we've gotten those notes. Those were the ones I wanted to make sure that I had gotten. Okay. Let's see. We've gotten the ones there. So, floor 2. Okay, hold on. There are 2 notes on the rafters in floor 3, which I might have missed. Let's check there next. Yeah, I don't know why they made... First off, I don't know why they made Mario Party strategy guides. I always got them as gifts. I never bought them. Okay. Oh, I actually haven't picked up one of these yet. Okay, so the Skill Scope Honeycomb makes it so that we can get a lot of health at once. You just have to press the B button at the right time, and then you'll get that much health back. But if you mess up, then you could potentially end up with less health than what you started with. So, yeah. I'm surprised I have not picked one of those up yet. Okay. Yeah, there's only 8 notes in every level. For instance, there's 8 notes and then the treble clef. So, there they are! There they are! Come here, you assholes. Okay. Come on, we're so close. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Okay. We're so close, guys. We are so close. What happened here was that since I tried... Normally you have to go onto the rafters to get up onto the boxes, but since I did other strategies to get up there, I missed these notes. We're done. Never again. Well, not never again, because we will have to come back to Grunty's Industries, but not now. Oh, God. That took far too long. Okay. Okay. I'm done with this. Okay, so you guys can get the Banjo-Tooie title screen while I set up my Wii U. So hold on a moment. We're gonna play some Splatoon until I have to head out, because I really don't have enough time to finish Hailfire Peaks now, because we spent like a half an hour looking for 2 goddamn notes. But I still want to play. So, we're playing some Splatoon. Oh, I gotta get the disc. Hold on just 1 second. Alright, I am back. I am going to need to swap some cables around because I need to plug in my AverMedia for Wii U stuff. So it will be just a moment. I'm sorry about this, guys. That was my Elgato getting unplugged, in case you were wondering. Okay. HDMI in. Where's the HDMI out on the Elgato? Swapping cords around is so much fun. For the record, that's a lie. It's not. Okay, everything should be plugged in on the AverMedia. Cool. Okay, it's up. Now let's... Sweet, the AverMedia is plugged in, and it seems to be working just good. Okay. Cool. Let's get started. Okay, hold the phone. Hold on a moment while I... the AverMedia is up a bit loud. I'll turn it down. There we go, that's better. Now, hold on a moment while I change the game. The game on stream, I should say. Because we are no longer playing Banjo-Tooie. Okay. Hold on to your tentacles, it's Inkopolis News time! Let's unveil the current... Okay, hold on. Let's hope there's some good ones. Bluefin Depot, okay. That's good. Stay in school, kids. And Moray Towers, I love Moray Towers. Okay. And ranked battle, we've got Flounder Heights. And Hammerhead Bridge. I like... Are all the workers slacking off or what? Till next time, stay fresh! Cool, okay. Wait, hold on. I don't want to change my gear just yet. What I want to do is check the shops and see if there's any... See if there's anything that anything that I haven't bought yet. Probably not. Oh! Look at that. The shoes I haven't... Oh, an Ink Recovery Up shoes I haven't even bought yet. That's even better. Ooh, and a shirt I haven't bought too. Wow, I'm getting lucky all over the place. 3 for 3? Ah, darn it, Annie and Mo. Wait, why did I click on single player? I meant to click on the lobby. Oops. Okay, lobby. There we go. Okay, so Turf War, Rainmaker. Do I want to do... I don't really feel like doing Rainmaker. I would rather do Turf War. Okay. Yeah, let's just stick with this setup. Okay, let's get going. Also, hashtag Team Cali. Okay, so I see that the stereotype of only Japanese players playing still holds true. It's not always just Japanese people who play, but there are a lot of Japanese people. Actually, I was curious and I looked it up. On the Japanese YouTube page for Nintendo, the Splatoon 2 trailer actually has more views than Mario Odyssey, which I find it like amazing, like how big Splatoon has gotten over there if it's outdoing Mario. Ah! Okay. Well, I did what I was supposed to do, which was distract them so that other people can get stuff done. Although none of my people have any base discipline and are leaving so much of this area uncovered. Ugh. I mean, the roller the roller didn't get all of the corners. The roller slacked off. Ugh. At least the roller knew that it was his job to at least start on the base, though. Sometimes you get rollers that try to act offensively, and that's not your main job. Unless if you're like a... What's the big one called again? The huge roller. Unless if you're that, you are not meant to play offensively. You were supposed to cover turf. Okay. Okay. Ah, darn it! Somebody had good aim with that bomb. I think we're actually losing right now because they've got better base. It's pretty even, but they've got better base discipline. Ah, darn it! I haven't played in a couple of months, so I am a little bit rusty. Ah, darn it! I keep on getting splatted just as I get my special. Okay, we've got this one. I predict that Splatoon 2 will outsell Mario Odyssey and Zelda in Japan. That's my prediction. Oh, we did pretty good. But they had a 100-pointer on their team, though. That makes sense. The one thing I'm hoping for Splatoon 2, I think, more than anything else, is the ability to change your gear without having to leave your lobby. That seems like just such a basic thing, and it would give you a lot more variety in your matches. Lugia, I have not had the chance to play with Misei, sadly. I think I'm rank A, but I really only play tower control. I like doing heavy splatling for tower control and splash-o-matic for turf war. I'm not very good at Rainmaker or splat zones. They're fun, but they're not my favorite. Tower control is easily my favorite. So, and that's also another thing. I like all of the I'm okay with the stage rotation. I actually think it's kind of cool. But the mode rotation, I'm not as big of a fan of. I would rather have all of the modes be an option. I can't believe less people want... Like, I'm looking at the viewers. We did get a drop in viewers. I can't believe more people wanted to watch me fumble around, look for 2 extra notes than wanted to watch me play Splatoon. That kind of baffles me. But whatever. I can't remember the last time I played Bluefin Depot. It's been a while. I have not played Splatoon. I have not played nearly enough Splatoon in a long time. It is so cool how easy it is to jump back into a game like this, though. Like, I'm not even... Like, I didn't even have to get readjusted to the controls in the slightest. Like, I'm just back and ready to play some Splatoon. It is so cool to me. Ah! Yeah, Lugia, I don't get why they didn't add that functionality to standard matches. But whatever. Okay. The base discipline on this team disgusts me. Whoa, that guy was, like, deking in and out. Man, he must be high level. I've never been able to get to rank S, unfortunately. I'm just not that good. Ah, jerk. Oh, man, yellow's kind of kicking our ass. Okay. Okay, that's frustrating. I just want to get a bomb rush off. I could have done so much there, and I squid through the grate and die. I'm pretty sure we lost. Probably. It was closer than I thought it would be. I will say one thing about Splatoon. Well, it certainly wasn't my fault, seeing as I had technically had the highest score in the entire match. If you subtract their win bonus, I had the highest score in the match. So, wasn't my fault. That's for sure. I generally don't blame my team too much. Like, I don't... Sometimes you do have teammates that are just awful, but most of the times I'm not dealing with people that are terrible, at least in Turf War. Like, in Turf War, which is the mode I play the most, I usually don't blame my team too much. There are some times in Ranks Battle where I blame my team, but it's even still, it's not like every teammate I have sucks. Throwback, you have to play a lot to get to level 50. Especially considering that you don't get any points. You get barely any points if you lose in ranked battle. So, yeah. I wish the level ups were a little bit faster. But, you know, it's not a big deal. Ooh. Okay, that was close. Okay, knock that off. Ah! You barely hit me, dude. Whatever. Okay. Okay. It's not my... I'm the Splash-O-Matic. It's not my job to do this, so... I'll just clean up the platforms. I won't worry about the roads, and... There we go. Okay. Oh! Ah! Okay. I know I said I wasn't gonna do these, but these free points here are basically like are the 1% that could get you the match later on. So I feel like it's very important to get them, especially if there are areas that the opponent's not gonna bother going after. That was a decent splat there. I will say their sniper's good. The sniper is very, very good because he's been keeping us pinned down the entire time. Okay, you've got that area. I'll keep on moving up. Ah. The idea was right, my execution was off. Oh, their base discipline's terrible. We might actually win this. Ah, no, they got double ink strikes off. We did not win. They got double ink strikes off at the end. We lost. That's frustrating. That's very, very frustrating. We probably would have won if it weren't for those. Later, Throwback. Thanks for stopping by. Again, though, I did get the highest points, so... the most points, so... Yeah, how are you with your PC games? I don't play too many PC games. I'm probably going to play about an hour, I think, of Splatoon. And then move on to... and then I have to head out. I guess I probably could have gotten at least Hailfire Peaks done, but I didn't want to risk it. And I was honestly getting a little bit aggravated with... I was getting a little bit aggravated with Banjo anyway, because, you know, it's Grunty's Industries. It's everyone's least favorite level. Hold on, I'm actually going to tweet that I swapped to Splatoon, and maybe people will, who weren't interested in Banjo, will stop by. There we go. Beat it. This game's soundtrack is fantastic. What hit me? Huh, okay. I didn't think I got hit, but whatever. I just want to get a full... I just want to get a full bomb rush off. Also, sorry if I'm not reading the chat. It's kind of a hard game to play and read chat at the same time for. Take that, jerk. You got me earlier. I got you. Dude, I thought I was dead. Ah, darn it. Hello, I heard there were squids. It's not the most exciting job in the game, but somebody has to do it. Preferably it's the roller, usually, but, you know. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, I actually got someone! I got a couple! How the hell did I get him before he got me? He was the brush. Well, whatever. I honestly did think I was dead there, though. Pete, I don't make money off of Twitch itself. When I upload the replays to YouTube, I do make a small amount of money off of them. Okay, there we go. That got my confidence back going. Okay. Okay, I did pretty okay. Oh man, I can't wait for Splatoon 2. It'll be so nice to just have the new maps and the new weapons again. I loved the rollout for Splatoon 1. Like, I never really had too much of a problem when the games first started about the content. Like, people were like, oh, there's not enough content. And I'm like, I had no problems with it. There were plenty of stages. I was having a lot of fun. It was a brand new type of game. There were lots of weapons. And then each week, more and more new stuff kept on coming out. Like, the first stage came out, like, the first extra stage came out, like, within a week. So, you know, being able to relive that, that rollout again is going to be awesome. Scatterbrain, no. I'd like to be able to live off of YouTube, though. It would be nice. At the moment, though, it's not really feasible. Especially considering that I live in the Boston area and things are pretty expensive around here. Okay. Okay, I hit you like 5 times before you decided you were gonna die, but whatever. I forget when they added this little platform over here. It was definitely not here when Moray Towers first appeared. I need to stop doing that. Drop my N64 controller. But yeah, I need to stop doing that. That's not... I've gotten killed every time I've tried that. So, obviously I need to do something different if I ever end up in that situation again. We do seem to be doing pretty well, though. How did you get over here? Whatever. Pete, don't go into Let's Playing expecting you're going to make money. That's really all I have to say about that. You are not going to make money first starting off. Like, you need to be making thousands of views consistently to even kind of sort of make a little bit of money. So, do it for fun. Don't go into it thinking that you're going to get rich. Because unless if you become like Markiplier, you're probably not going to get rich. I'm just glad that I kind of stumbled into something where I get a little bit of extra money every month. I'm just happy. I'm happy enough with that. I love doing this. This is my favorite thing to do on this tower is work my way up the roads when the other team is distracted. It gets them. It can absolutely destroy their progress, pretty much, if you manage to do that, because then they have to focus on defense. You basically put them on the defensive, and they can't gain any ground. Oh, I didn't mean to splat you, but I'll take it. But yeah. It's just, that's generally my favorite thing to do in this game, is kind of sneak behind the enemy defenses and just go to town on their base. That is what I find the most fun thing to do in this game. One thing I will miss in Splatoon 2 though is the map on the gamepad. You don't look at it much, but it's a lot easier to just look down than to think and press a button. You can have both in your peripheral vision. Oh, did you just squid bag me? Okay, I hate you. All right, squid baggers are my least favorite things. Like, okay, if you win, you don't have to be a dick about it. If you get someone, you don't have to be a dick about it. Okay. But yeah. Aw, they had someone drop. Ah, that's a shame. I don't like winning when somebody drops. It's not satisfying to me. Okay, so we're going to try to get a new group of people, because I do not like Star Mario. He's a squid bagger. What we are going to do, though, is upgrade some of my new equipment, because I want to wear something different. Oh, moccasins! I get it. Ma as in mouth, and it's got the spiky bottoms. Okay, so we'll have ink recovery up there. I'm gonna wanna... I'll stick with my bandana, because I do enjoy my bandana. And we'll do this one. I don't like playing when I'm not working on equipment. It feels like I'm wasting the points, you know? Okay. Cheers, love. See? Tracer ripped off Splatoon. Okay. So let's equip our new stuff. So, Rainy Day Tea. Moccasins. See, I think we're looking. You see, look, the matching blues. I think that's pretty. That's pretty fresh. I'll stick with my Splash-O-Matic though. I love that weapon. You have Breath of the Wild for Switch now, but you don't have a Switch yet. I don't know how that worked out, dude. Oh, we've got a baby! We've got a baby Splatoon player. We've got a level 18. Hey man, switch your car. You know, the car generally will... The new car is probably going to outrank the video game system nearly every time. Don't feel bad. Woo! Okay. Gotcha. There we go. Somebody's got a sprinkler. Oh! That's actually a terrible place for an ink strike, but whatever. We'll just take care of that real quick. It took a second. What I've never understood about Splatoon is if we're the embodiment of a specific ink color, why do we explode into the opposite color when we die? I've never gotten that part. I've got the classic jam going on here. I hope that Splatoon 1's OST is featured in Splatoon 2 somewhere. Like, maybe you have to unlock it or something, but if at least some of the better tracks from Splatoon 1 made it into Splatoon 2, I would be very, very happy. Because this soundtrack is the bomb. Yeah, let's not squid through the grate this time. I love when matches end up this way. So, what's going on right now, actually, is that our base is mostly green and their base is mostly purple. I always find instances like that really funny. Yeah, I'm that guy. Later, Pete. There's a Totino's emote. What? Oh, they dropped someone too. That's frustrating. It's... feels so illegitimate. I'm probably not going to be wearing these equipment very much if we're going to get rolls like that. Hey, Allegiance. Okay, Morai Towers again. Let's do this. Oh, okay, that was a good one. That was a good... That guy got me good. I will admit that there. But it looks like we got a bunch of people who don't want to paint the base, so it looks like that's my job again. That's the only reason why we're losing right now, is that I haven't started... we haven't painted the base yet. You want to do something right, you gotta do it yourself. Oh, you're gonna help! Oh, that's surprising. I love that one of the graffitis is that the Nintendo Switch is coming out. Like, people are so ready to dump their Wii U's in the trash. I really do recommend watching our Brain Scratch video, Brain Scratch Wii U discussion video, because, like, we try to talk about the Wii U so much, but all we really do is talk about how we'd rather be playing the Switch. So, I find it very funny. Oh, I splatted 2 people at once! Yeah! Awesome! Okay. Their base is barely covered. We won. Still, though, I'm not gonna stop until the match is over. I don't want to jinx it. But I think this is a pretty solid victory. A Sonic Surgery, we didn't discuss the Switch. We were trying to do a retrospective on the Wii U. And it kind of failed. Cause yeah. Yeah, so it was mostly like our anticipations for the Switch, really. Later, Sean. Thanks for stopping by. Crazy Hand? What are you doing here? I really would like to stream some more Splatoon, though. Obviously, Splatoon 2 is the big thing coming out soon, so I think I should stream at least one of the test fires. And I think I should also do multiplayer streams as well, once we get that, because that would be a lot of fun. Caleb, maybe you should be covering more turf than killing dudes. I don't know. Getting level 50 is probably not going to happen. And S+ is also probably not going to happen. I like Turf War too much to really go for S+. Ranked match is far too stressful for what I like to play Splatoon for. I like tower control. I think tower control is probably my favorite mode in the game, and I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. Oh, God. I probably should have died there. The fact that I survived that long is surprising to me. I love when people just walk right into my line of fire. It's great. Wow, our base is actually really cleanly covered for once. That never happens. I shouldn't say never, but it very rarely happens. The left side was a little bit lazy, but you know, considering how well the rest of it's going, I'm going to cut my team some slack on this front. Nobody tried to attack from the left side? Huh, weird. Excuse me, free space coming through. Taking free points. Oh man, I'm throwing so many bombs that it's actually causing a bit of slowdown. Oh no, that's the connection being unstable. What? I totally have an internet connection. I'm still streaming. Okay. Well, whatever. We were gonna win that match. Yeah, let's get our... Oh, that's one thing I'm really glad about. Splatoon 2, all new specials means no Bubbler or Kraken. Okay, so we'll probably do like 2 or 3 more levels. We'll probably do like 2 or 3 more matches, and then we'll head out. And then I gotta head out. Sergi, the Kraken is a bad special, I think. Design-wise. Like, the thing about it is that the specials should be able to turn the tide of battle, but they shouldn't be able to tell you that they shouldn't be broken. And I feel like just being able to become invincible at any given time is too powerful, I think. I thought I would have gotten at least one of them. Well, maybe you like the Kraken if you're a scrub. No, I'm just kidding. Like, let me try to put it this way. Imagine if there was a move in Smash Brothers that you could do that just instantly made you invincible for a good 5 seconds. There was no drawback to using it. The charge time was relatively slow. It would be broken. That's basically what the Kraken is. And it's especially egregious considering that many of the best weapons have the Kraken as their special. Like, The Megaton Roller. I know that's not its actual name, but you know what I'm talking about. The Dynamo Roller, that's it. Where did that guy go? There you go. That's why you don't stand out in the open like an idiot. Sergi, do people not use the Kraken in S Plus? Because I could have sworn I ran into it all the time whenever I played ranked. But then again, I'm not as good, so I wouldn't be able to really know. The Dynamo Roller isn't really used to roll, Angel. It's more used to push other players back because its splash radius is so goddamn huge. Okay, okay, thank you. I've been trying to get up that wall all match. Oh, one of my bombs got someone. That's awesome. Ah! I could have gotten if I were a little bit faster, I could have gotten a bomb rush off before the end. Oh, cool. Reigning supreme, as always. Okay, come on. Get some better slots. Eh. Tower Control and Rainmaker 2 Kraken's pretty broken. Like, Tower Control, it's bad because, like, you're trying to get somebody off of the tower. All they have to do is use the Kraken or the Bubbler, and then suddenly they just don't get to leave the tower. They get to keep it. Ah, I almost got up there. Okay. Good job, Kyle. I have to give credit where it's due. Do 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 do. Hit pa! The Splatoon theme is so good. I could have gotten him. That was awesome. That was a little bit delayed telling me that I got him, game, but whatever. Oh, that's one of our guys. Okay, sorry. I thought... I don't know who I'm apologizing to, but I thought that was one of theirs for a moment. Oh, I'm starting to feel bad. We're whooping this team. We're whooping it pretty hard. You always gotta feel bad when you get them right up to their spawn point. Like, at some point, you need to you kind of feel like you're picking on them at that point, but you have to keep them pinned there if you can, you know. You can't let them get out, because you can lose a lead like this. I have before, during Splatfest, which is always the worst. Get back here. Yeah, you guys do not want to see this map. It is ugly. As far as I can tell, you can't listen to the Squid Sisters in battle. You can only listen to them in concert. Oof. This is going to be at least 80%. Oh, 70. Okay, we must not have been as clean as I thought. But still, man, that was just kind of mean. Oh, and it's because... No, Kyle dropped towards the end, because I saw him throughout the match, so it's not like he dropped at the beginning. You see what I mean about the about the Kraken? Told you, man. It's not a well-designed special, I think. I get what they were going for with it, and the Kraken challenges with the amiibo are fun. But competitively speaking, it wasn't optimized very well. The snipers are supposed to camp, though, Hero. That's their job. Although, really, you could argue that snipers aren't super... Oh, they've got two chargers. The poor team. They're going to get demolished. Although, chargers are good for Moray towers, but still, like, you don't need two of them. Nice space you got here. It'd be a shame if someone took it. Oh, give me a minute. Sorry. Sorry about that. Somebody came in. I am actually, unfortunately, I'm going to have to sign off after this match, unfortunately. So, I kind of wanted to play a little bit more, but I gotta get going. So, thanks everybody who stopped by. I really appreciate it. This was a fun stream. We did get Grunty's Industries done, thankfully. And we played a good amount of Splatoon. So, I'm not sure when we'll get to Banjo next, because this weekend, people are gonna probably want to play Zelda, and I'm not gonna disturb them. But probably sometime next week, if I had to guess. For the record, my map says that while I was here playing cleanup, we've been pinning the rest of my team has been pinning them down at their base. So this is probably going to be another kind of massacre, actually. Oh, there's some spots that we missed. I want to really rub it in their face. Have as much open as possible. Much covered as possible. Oh, they didn't even get all of their base. There's still an entire, completely... Yeah, this is what happens when your team gets stuck with two chargers in Turf War. The game's not out yet here, Shadow. Ah, okay. That was a little mean, but, you know, it's still good to get a good win in. Somebody... Okay, so I did look at their team. Whoever that was did drop relatively late, so I don't feel too bad there either. Okay, and those... Oh, I did not actually want to battle again. Okay, I'm gonna need to turn the game off, actually, because I do not want to fight again. Alright, but thanks to everybody who stopped by. I really appreciate it. Good night now.